Yeah, I mean, what do you think about it?
Um, I'll be honest, I'm hating, bro. It's just my time of the year, bro. I'm hating. I ain't gonna lie. I think I don't know. Maybe I would have to read the official because for what it sounds like, it did sound like BS what I was reading. I'm gonna be honest. I
Honestly,
don't know how that makes sense at all. This is why I don't like when authors fool around with time.
this is gonna be Cody's take on it. If I don't think the chapter crazy, and I say that because it's really it just doesn't feel like it's that out of the realm of like where it was, like where it could be. It just feels like it just feels for the most part reasonable because now granted, um by examining like people like Boro's abilities and stuff and Kawaki's ninja tech, I would have said as a guess that they got like 10 tail cells or something because their abilities are very, very similar to that 10 tails. But the idea that it, like instead of Shibai and then Aiden and Damon would get Shibai cells, but
Mm,
the fact that they got Shibai cells, it just didn't get as much of a power up seems reasonable. I mean, similar to how only Yamato and I guess Danzo and Obito were able to use wood style, but like most of the people just die, you know. So I really don't think it's that out of the realm. And of course, if you're gonna get Shibai cells and you're gonna get a Shinjutsu, the idea that you're gonna have fucking future sight, I really don't think it's that outlandish. I mean, we already know Shibai can do
oh,
everything and everything, so you know,
my bad. My
I
bad.
I just didn't think it was that crazy. The craziest thing to me, which is actually just the beginning of the chapter, and it's crazy in a bad way. Doesn't make any sense what they did, but I kind of want to wait for Rudy for that part. But I feel like people are hyping this up as a plot twist, and it's not a plot twist at all.
Yeah, I was like, what I like the whole ability thing. I think that's fine. That's fair. I was talking about because I've been waiting this whole time because I have no idea. I've been waiting this whole time for the explanation of why Boruto is at the level of strength he's at because
Yeah.
it just shouldn't make sense. But now that we know, it doesn't. Like, how do you like? From my explanation, Kashin Koji basically looks into a possible future where Boruto has gained these set of abilities and he currently teaches it to like that version of Boruto.
Yeah,
That
so
like
it both makes sense and
extremely
doesn't make
clicking.
sense though, is the problem because so it makes sense like it's skill based, not power based. So it's like, hey, these are skills you're gonna have later on. I'm just gonna help you get there faster. But depending on exactly what the roadblocks were and how he learned them, this either makes no sense for Koji to just teach him, especially if he can't do them himself, or it can make sense. So, as an example of one that could make sense, if Kakashi saw the future and saw exactly how Naruto figures out how to do the Rasen Shuriken, he could just say, "Oh yeah, boom, shadow clones. Just use the shadow clones, Naruto," and Naruto can just skip the whole figuring it out process because that was the roadblock. But if it's something like this internal, just how do I channel wind style nature release? No, Kakashi can't really put that into like helpful words beyond what he already could have done anyway. So that wouldn't really be
It's
helpful.
weird.
So I feel like it really just depends on what it was. But even then, though, I'm like, okay, can Koji do Rasengan Uzuhiko? He knows how to do Rasengan. He apparently taught Boruto how to do it. So
Yeah,
why can't he do it? He should be able to do it, in my opinion. If he can't do it, that's bullshit right there.
yeah,
If
it's
anything,
just
Koji should get
weird, bro.
stronger from this technique too, because he learns, oh, that's a cool idea. Why don't I have it too?
Like, yeah, that was my biggest problem. And to be honest, that's the only thing I remember on the chapter. I'm gonna be honest. I don't remember anything else. She might have to remind me of something else. Oh, I was talking to Saran. We gotta slow down on the Momo Shigi slander. Now that the chapter's out, we gotta slow
Kamui, I'm
down.
back.
We gotta slow
So am I good to join?
down.
Listening?
We'll stop.
Well, you can
Um,
keep going if you want.
Okay, we'll let Rayn finish.
Okay, go ahead. Rayn.
Text me when.
Leave
What
again.
did I just say? Fuck. What did I just say? Momoshiki, we gotta slow down. We can't just start hating on bro. We can't do this because I've been hating on him ever since that one chapter with Boruto, where he was like, "Nah, I'm gonna do my own thing," and then Momo started screaming, "We gotta leave bro alone." Maybe he just saw a future that just didn't happen.
Yeah. No, my problem with the Momoshiki thing though is okay, it's not that. It's the fact that he, by his own admission, has an intimate understanding of all Shinjutsu, which would include the 10 directions Shinjutsu, which means if you have an intimate understanding of it, you know all the ins and outs just as much as Kashin Koji, if not freaking more than Kashin Koji, you know that there are countless possible futures, and you know that the future is always changing depending on every single person in the universe's actions and decisions, which means Momoshiki probably saw one specific future outcome. That's fine, but he should not be even thinking it's guaranteed the way he did. He should be thinking, this is a possibility, maybe even a strong possibility. I want to guarantee it. But like to act like there's no way this could have gone wrong. It wasn't supposed to go like this. It wasn't supposed to go anyway, and you're aware of this because you know all Shinjutsu, which means you know about the 10 directions. Like,
because even Kashin Koji said like certain things were supposed to happen, but they just didn't. Like he said, what was it? Like Naruto was like supposed to die.
well, he didn't say that it was supposed to happen. It's more like likeliness. Like that was a likely possibility. Now, granted, I don't think whoever's writing, I don't care if it's Ikimoto, Kodachi, or Kishimoto, doesn't matter. They probably didn't think of this when they had Momoshiki's dialogue saying like certain things that made it seem like there's no way it could have been anything else. But with that hindsight, it's kind of like, yeah, this might have been the most likely future, but you should be aware. If anything, Momoshiki should have been more proactive, I almost feel like, just because if you know that all these variables can affect the future, you should be making more of an effort to make it happen. Because this whole thing seemed to be, I don't have to do anything. This is all on you, Boruto. You're going to lose everything, and it's not even because of me. I'm just going to benefit from it. That's the vibe he's giving off. But now you know this, it's like, okay, well, he, I guess, is stupid. Like, come on, bro.
Man, I don't know. I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to let him.
Yeah, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt because I still have hope for Momoshiki, but that was the smaller one. My biggest thing, honestly, is horrible plot writing for Jura's leaving. It was actually, this is the worst part of the chapter. Now, story-wise, characterization, there's a lot I can say for why it's good, but the plot reasons they gave is absolute complete bullshit nonsense. Like, bro is holding the Thorn Soul, says, Boruto, you're dangerous, you need to die. It's unfortunate, but you need to die. As not worried about Hidari rotting. Snipes Boruto. Oh, I missed. Guess I'll shoot him again. Then Bulk shows up and tells him about, Matsuri's information, blah, blah, blah. And then he's like, oh, yeah, let's get back before Hidari rots. It's like, bro, you were literally about to say, just finish sniping Boruto. Based off like your line of thinking. Or give Bulk the Thorn Soul and have him head back while you snipe Boruto. You don't need to go with him. It doesn't make sense. Now, there's so many easy ways they could have just done it, written it in a way that just doesn't have this problem. But the specific one they chose, like, that doesn't make sense. That's my biggest problem with this chapter. The rest of it, for the most part, I was just totally cool with.
I didn't even. Wait, real quick. Can you send me the chapter? Because I don't remember seeing that. I'm not going to lie. I don't think I saw that part. He just left? I mean, to be honest, I thought he was going to leave. But
he just doesn't finish killing Boruto. And he says, it seems to be, is this divine intervention? It seems the heavens are just begging you to live or whatever. It's like, No, they're not. You're just leaving for no reason within the plot, within the story. Characterization. I think there's plenty of excuses you can make for Jorah to not want to kill Boruto and not want to devour Himawari as well. And that's fine. But you need to connect the plot in the story if you're going to execute it properly. And within the plot, there is a completely nonsensical, there isn't a reason for him to leave. He just does. And it's counterintuitive to everything he's been saying.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. I was I was hoping to see what Kawaki had going on because I remember last chapter. That's what I wanted to see. I wanted to see what Kawaki was gonna do because he has Boruto on the ground in front of him on his back, and we know what Kawaki wants to do. Is he going to do it though? That's kind of what I was waiting for, and I didn't even see that. I'm
Yeah,
looking
no,
at the
he
chapter
doesn't.
right now. He
I
doesn't do
mean,
anything. Oh,
he goes up to Boruto, but not to kill him.
oh no. What is okay? That's disappointing. I'm gonna be honest.
But yeah, I mean, that one's tricky because on one hand, it's like, yeah, it's like, bro, you should be. On the other hand, you can say, okay, he realizes, okay, we need Boruto to stop Jorah, blah blah blah, um, but there's no internal dialogue of him like thinking about these things. It's like, yeah, it's a sensible conclusion. I'm not gonna say it's outright bad, but I do think like they could add a little bit more depth to it. But that one's kind of whatever for me. I'm just no, granted, I didn't want to get Udi's opinion on this because this is either the end of the arc, maybe with one extra chapter of resolution downtime, or this is basically like the midpoint of the arc because the way it's going, they very, very easily could have this could just be the midpoint, shifting the story in a new direction with a false victory with the Thorn Soul in the last chapter. That could work, but this could also be the conclusion. And honestly, it's very tricky. It could go either way. I think there's an argument for both. And if it is just the midpoint, well, then we've got plenty of time for Kawaki to whip out the horn and all this good stuff to happen. If it's the end of the arc, it's very weird because the Shinju are probably just going to come right back. I don't know. Like there was nothing like the ending of the chapter dictates no reason for them to like wait for like a month. They come right back.
I
It's
saw
weird.
like they had 400 different Shinju. Like what
We
the
didn't
heck?
see them, but Kashi and Kochi mentions that, and I think that's just either the eventual number of people who turn into trees, or that's the current number, and that's just where it leaves off. But yeah,
Yeah, 'cause that's insane, bro.
it's more like 400 potential for now. But
Yeah,
I'm assuming they'll have their Great Ninja War 400 Shinju at some point, but not yet.
do you think all the Shinju are like different power level or they're just like relatively close?
I mean, well, definitely
Except
Jura
Jura, of
is
course.
yeah, obvious
Oh,
exception for Jura. It's kind of weird because they shouldn't be. But if you're gonna like really look at the fights that we saw with like Hidari and Bug against Boruto, like honestly, Bug looked stronger against Boruto than Hidari did. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. He just call it
that's
bad writing, whatever you want. Bug appeared stronger, and that he shouldn't be. Like Sasuke's tree should provide way more powerful chakra for a Shinju. So it's a little bit weird. But like I would
I don't
like to
know
think they're
because
not equal, but
I
it
didn't
seems
think that.
like they are.
I didn't think that
I'm
until
not gonna
the
say Bug is stronger than Hidari. That should never be a thing. So like they would have to be equal in that case.
that's because I didn't think that up until like the most recent fight with Jared. When I saw him and Boruto clash the first time, I thought Hidara was him. I said Hidara and Boruto were damn near equal when I saw that clash. But the most recent chapter, it's like, damn, nigga just got folded. Wait,
Yeah,
my
so like
fault.
Hidari got worse.
But yeah, I don't know, like some going on, man. I have no idea. Maybe Sarda is just like that. Maybe, maybe.
But
Hey,
she shouldn't be because
hey, hey, hey.
like Boruto's progress is essentially unnatural compared to everyone else's, and that's why he's so far ahead. But like base Sarada or regular Sharingan Sarada should not be anywhere close. She should not be anywhere near Sage Mitsuki, anywhere near Karma Kawaki. Like Sarada with her Mangekyo, fine.
That's
She
hard.
can get there through her abilities and stuff. But just regular ass Sarada should not be, we should not be able to make an argument for her being Karma Kawaki or Sage Mitsuki level. But like you almost can based off the Hidari.
That's the bad thing. I think I think that's gonna happen a lot from now on. There's gonna be a lot of scaling problems. I'm already seeing it. I knew from the
Yeah.
second I saw Boruto step on Cold Face, something wasn't right. I'm gonna be honest. As amazing as that was, I knew something was going on. The second I saw that, because that was insane. Speaking of Code, what do you think he's doing? Like, well,
I mean, I don't know, bro, because the fact that Code is doing nothing is already kind of out of character, I feel like. But it's like Code's goals are to, kill Boruto just for vengeance, grow a divine tree and chakra fruit, which he said, oh, the Shinju will do that for me. That one's fine because I don't think Code just wants to eat the fruit because, Ishiki told him to, not because personal satisfaction of being the one to plant the tree. The killing Boruto, though, was supposed to be a personal satisfaction thing. It wasn't about sacrificing. It was about killing him. So the fact that he just, whatever, kind of out of character. But anyway, his goals were kill Boruto, grow chakra fruit, and eat it, and then check his charm on Ada. Does it work? Does he still love her? And so on. Well, if he's not pursuing the fruit or Boruto, there are no other goals Code has. He's just not pursuing his goals.
literally just irrelevant. I don't know.
So, bro's just like chilling. Like, he didn't have Bug to drink his whiskey with anymore. Like,
Hold on. Sarda doesn't have good feats against Adora, to be honest. That's insane. Wait, is Ooh here? Can you put something on the screen? Hold on, go. I'm pretty sure the first time we see these two interact, Hadar literally just gets folded. Am I tweaking? Pretty sure Sarda
yeah,
Chidori
she
gets that immediately. Yeah, that's a feat to me.
yeah, she just Chidori's him. Like
I
chapter
remember
10.
when that spoiler panel came out, it got bad. It got bad at NBC.
Yeah. Well, narratively, I don't think they should have done that.
At all.
They did,
At all.
but because it presents it as, I mean, honestly, and then when you want to consider it now, I know Hidari beats them in the next chapter, but then he gets beat in the next chapter after that. It doesn't really present Hidari as much of a threat. But yeah, here's her just dodging and countering with ease. No problem at all.
Oh, that's insane. Yeah, wait.
But anyway,
They just get rid of Sasuke's like thorn thing? They just turned him into who is that? Shinky?
they turn it back into Hidari at the end of the chapter.
Oh, okay. I see. Okay. So they could just regenerate. Okay.
Yeah, which is good. This is like what I was definitely hoping for. Now I already know some comments. Udi, well, this when we get to this later. Oh, this chapter proved you guys' complaints right. No, this one wasn't a complaint. This was a fear because, unfortunately, they have done some of our worst thing you can do fears before, and this was another one that they were just gonna kill Hidari, which seemed like impossible. They would never do that. But that's what we said about the time skip, and they did it. They just did the time skip with an incomplete arc. So, yeah, I had every right to be worried about it. But I'm very glad that they healed him, of course. Because that would be a very big waste of a character if they didn't do that. So I'm very, very happy to see that part.
When he died, I was like, dang, because they killed him quick. They got him going quick.
Oh, yeah, exactly. That's what it was like. Well, they can't just kill him, but I was worth they were going to.
Okay. So So we got Shinki. Is Kashi Koji looking at like what's happened currently? Like, so Shinki
This
is dead.
Shinky one isn't a current. It was a future. However, realistically, it's probably like the one that's about to happen. They're making a new Shinju at the end of the chapter. It's probably Shinky. Like, let's just say it's not. Let's just say it's Gara instead. It's kind of just like, well, what's the point of the Shinky future? Like really, like from a writing perspective, why are you showing us it, if you're not gonna do it? So like, just do it at that point. So it should be the Shinky Shinju, I would think, and honestly, I would hope. I think it could be more. Not could be. It would be more impactful if like Shinky was in the manga, like showing
Yeah.
actually, knowing the Boruto anime, we know Shinky was super freaking strong, like
Oh
super
yeah.
strong for his age. So his Shinju, you would think, oh, that's gonna be as strong as Shinju, especially if the freaking bug Shinju's strong. Unless they're all equal, but even then, it would still be a strong Shinju. But like when you haven't, the dude's not actually in the manga. Okay, he has an off-panel fight with Chocho, and that's it. So it's you know the bro doesn't exist. So it's just like it's in the anime. Yeah, I think it's even then Shiki hasn't been in the manga in a long ass time. But
Oh yeah.
yeah. But like in the manga, it's like yeah, I'm hyped, but not because it's good. I'm hyped because it's cool, and that's fine.
Mhm.
But just know that it's not necessarily like narratively good to have Shinky there. It's just cool. It's just like if Kimimaro was a Shinju. I'm not gonna say that's inherently a good narrative choice to be doing for the Boruto series, but oh yeah,
Yeah.
I'm hype as fuck for that because it's fucking Kimimaro.
Oh, I feel it. And,
But yeah, I do hope it's Shinky Shinju. I hope Shinky Shinju's badass as hell and does a lot of good shit. Very interested to see if his sand, like, is he gonna have wood sand or just normal sand? Like, what's that gonna be?
nah, his son's gonna be crazy.
Wood iron sand. Maybe his iron sand can absorb chakra. That'd be pretty OP. It's almost better than wood style at that point.
So we can't do this. It's gonna be water all over again. How are we gonna kill it?
Loki just become the strongest Shinju.
My fault. I'm reading it right now. Okay, so these translations are a little choppy too.
Yeah, there's another one we're gonna compare with. It's mostly the same, but there's a couple of different. Some panels are weird for the other one too, so it's like a mixed match.
Oh, gosh.
Anyway, I don't want to hold off Udi forever, so we'll let him join. No more
Wait till you
spoilers.